So this is what we have for the current energy for today. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Devil reversed. Okay, so there's some type of toxicity that some of you out there may be leaving behind. Eight of Swords reversed. We have the Knight of Swords upright. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords upright. Eight of Wands upright. Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. The Temperance. And then we have the Five of Swords reversed. This is a very positive energy here. What I'm getting here is a lot of people would interpret the Three of Swords energy as an X, but I'm not really getting this may be an X of yours. For some of you, this may be an X. But I'm getting that for some of you out there, there may have been a situation in regards to a lot of jealousy, competition. There was a situation that was meant to cause a lot of chaotic energy and to disturb your peace. The Temperance card is all about peace, but it's in an upright position. So that means, and the Devil card being in reverse with the Temperance upright, this is a very positive sign. This means that you are energetically and spiritually releasing a spiritual narcissist out your energy. Narcissists cannot come back around you. So some of you out there, there's something that's going on in the spirit world with the Temperance card here. So this is going to be a possible spiritual message. I'm going to try to keep it balanced between the love messages and the spiritual side. But what I'm getting here is like just to have a balanced out read. But I'm definitely getting on a spiritual based level here. There's something that's happening spiritually to where you have conquered a lot of negativity. You have boundaries. Some of you out there, it's like you don't even have to do anything to keep these individuals away from you. It's just you being present in a present moment. They know better, and they know that they need to stay away from you with the Temperance card. You got these individuals in the Seven of Swords energy. They feel like they need to avoid you. This is protection. The Temperance card, this is protection. This is Archangel Michael. He's the archangel that's known as the bluish purplish aura. For some of you out there that may be clairvoyant or clairsentient, I want to say that's how you say that. For some of you out there that may have your clairs, because I'm kind of getting a spiritual message here. So some of you out there, you may be a spiritual person. For some of you, you may be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, because we have two major arcanas. We have the Devil card and we have the Temperance card here. So that's two major arcanas. You don't have to be one of these signs. Some of you are definitely known as a healer to humanity. Some of you love spending time out in nature. I'm also getting the energy very heavily that some of you love to fish. Here's the thing. Most people would consider fishing to catch fish and to do that for like a sport or whatever. You catch fish to put fish in an aquarium and you sit there and you take care of fish. Some of you could be an Aquarius. That would be the water barrier, the element. Yeah, so Aquarius is the water barrier sign. Some of you could possibly be an Aquarius. This is how you go fishing. You collect the fish, not by a hook. You collect the fish by, now a lot of people may think that this is soft or whatever, or this may be whatever. Let people think what they want to think. This is an individual right here to where this is how different you really are. This is how you define what fishing is all about. So some of you really care for animals. You care for nature. I'm getting animals here because of the birds. Some of you out there, you could be, you could have a spirit animal as a blue jay. This is giving me the vibes of a cardinal. Something to do with a cardinal. So you can have the spirit animal as a cardinal. That's a message from heaven. So some of you out there may be noticing a lot of phenomenal activity when it comes to you going out in the nature. There's a certain way that the birds may be chirping, and other individuals may not be able to understand what is taking place, but only you know what's going on. Because you have the spiritual gift to connect with Mother Nature. You know what the birds, if they're in a happy vibration, just like bees. Some of you out there may be a beekeeper. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. A lot of people may use smoke to calm the bees down. Some of you bees could be naturally calm around you. Like if you, but this is not advisable. I will say that, okay? I'm not really going to get into talking about that, but I will say that is not safe. You have to be experienced as a beekeeper, etc. But just like I said, I'm not going to really get into that information. But what I'm getting here is, if you notice any type of insects around you, something very significant about dragonflies. They call them mosquito hawks, dragonflies, etc. You can notice how dragonflies just always seem to land on you. And it's like they just sit there and look at you. You can notice how you may have, there could be a stray dog. I'm getting something to do with a stray dog. I'm getting something to do with a horse. So there's definitely something to do with nature here. You're connected to Mother Nature. You're definitely a healer. Some of you out there could be a zookeeper. This message could be resonating with a zookeeper. Some of you out there are being seen as a caretaker of your land. You're a caretaker of your land. I'm getting that very heavily. I'm not really getting zookeeper energy, but we do have that with a Nine of Pentacles. This could be somebody that could be, you see how this is, they got like a bird right there, and they could have animals. And this could be interpreted as like a zoo, etc. Because the zoos are known to be greenery, right? A lot of greenery in the background. And then you have brown and green. That would be the trees. And you have the leaves, etc. So this could be resonating with a zookeeper. You care a lot about Mother Nature. You care a lot about animals. And for some of you, you may, the way that you go fishing, it's like people look at you and may give you the side eye, like they look at you like you're weird. You're not weird at all, bro. And some of you may also go fishing, actually go fishing. But what I'm getting here is with the Temperance card, the way that you go fishing is you collect fish, like there could be minnows or whatever it is. You could collect that and you could put that in an aquarium. And you could take care of fish for a living. And if it's not that, then you may you may have a fascination, like you may have enjoyment with purchasing beta fish, etc. Or you may be purchasing some type of fish with a fish tank. Okay, so some of you out there, you may be a fish lover. Someone has an aquarium. I'm getting that very heavily here. I'm getting an aquarium. This could be a big aquarium, like something doing an aquarium. It's a big aquarium. For some of you, you have a pond in your backyard. You have a pond in your back. Something about a pond. Look at that. There could be a pond in your backyard. And that right there, you know, they have a lot of fish in there and the water is clean. And you have a lot of fish in there. Somebody goes out there to the pond just to sit there and feed the fish and check on the fish. What I'm getting here is you're being seen as a caretaker of where you stay at. You're a caretaker of the land spiritually. You care for humanity. And the sad part about this is, with this card being here with the Three of Swords, you have been done wrong. You have been betrayed. You have been lied on with the Ten of Swords energy. You have been lied on. You have been backstabbed. People went so much to the lengths of trying to actually cause problems for you to try to get you in trouble with the Ten of Swords. I'm going to tell you who's doing this. This is not, a lot of people may see it as like physical people, like humans, but this is demons. This is demons. Some of you are a real life earth angel, bro. Like you have the gift. You have the gift of the gab is what I'm hearing. Some of you out there may have the gift of the gab. You may be a multitasker. So let's say if you're out there taking care of fish, you can sit there at the same time and multitask. Some of you could raise flowers. Like you may be like a flower lover. I'm getting the word buttercup. I don't know why that word makes me laugh, but it's just funny. Buttercup, buttercup, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Buttercup, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting something very significant about tulips. Like they have tulips and they may have like buttercups. There's a lot of, I'm getting a lot of flowers. So some of you out there, you're definitely connected to Mother Nature. Some of you could have a greenhouse where they raise flowers, etc. Some of you could be the owner of a greenhouse. They call it a greenhouse. I'm getting heavy on the plant energy here when it comes to taking care of plants. Some of you may resonate with sunflower plants a lot, sunflowers. There's something very bright about your personality that stands out. You have a very, very, very bright, crisp personality that is piercing is what I'm getting. Like you have a very bright, piercing personality and the energy about you that stands out, that literally has these individuals with this negative, low vibrational energy to where they feel like they have to avoid you. That right there is your protection. Some of you out there don't even have to pray for protection. But some of you out there, you may also be very much experienced with praying, etc. It's like some of you have this natural born gift to where now that we're in the time that we're in now with the present moment, you have this gift to where it's like it banishes evil naturally. It banishes evil. It banishes evil naturally. It runs it off with the Knight of Swords. It runs it off. Your spirit does not tolerate narcissists at all. It will not tolerate abuse. It will not tolerate any type of disrespect. Even though you have been done this way, you are someone that still has the guts enough about yourself to stand up and to protect yourself and to protect your land too, for some of you out there. You are definitely a caretaker spiritually of the land that you stay on, wherever you may be staying at, wherever you reside in that. You could be seen as a spiritual caretaker. You take care of that land. Which things ain't always going to be about the positivity, sunshine, and rainbows. That's the illusional side. There's going to have to always be a negative and a positive. Just like I told y'all before about the analogy when it comes to a battery. A battery cannot operate on 2 plus signs, which is 2 positives. And it cannot operate with 2 negatives, which is the minus sign. You have to have the positive and the negative in order for that battery to function, to work. And for some of you out there, it's like your spiritual tolerance. You have a very low tolerance, zero to no tolerance at all for negative energy. Your spirit cannot handle that, and your spirit will not put up with it at all with the Knight of Swords. So if you feel like something is trying to remove you away from a situation that may be kind of negative, if you feel something uncomfortable, which would be your intuition inside the vessel, if you feel something that don't feel right, and you feel something like there's like a jolting type of energy, that's your soul trying to get a toxic energy away from you, and this may be uncomfortable. A lot of you out there may not be able to understand where that's coming from when you feel these type of sensations on an intuitive level. Like you remember what I told y'all about the gut sinking feeling? This can manifest in different ways, so it don't always have to be negative. But I'm being guided to get into a description to tell y'all how the physical vessel may react to your intuition trying to alert you about something. If you're around a negative energy, if you're around a narcissist, now keep in mind, not all narcissists are going to be demonic, like be under demonic possession. There are some of them out there that may have a slight NPD disorder, which would be narcissistic personality disorder, okay? But you also have these other ones that may be under demonic possession that may mimic NPD, but it's really not that. But just like I said, I'm not really going to get into that information. This is a disclaimer, by the way. It's like I told y'all before. But I will let y'all know what I'm channeling here when it comes to this devil card reversing the temperance card upright. How your body, how the physical vessel may react to something that you're picking up intuitively. You are picking up a very negative energy that don't have goodwill towards you, okay? It may have ill will towards you, and your soul picks that up. Your soul is the first to recognize that from... There's something very significant about something that you can feel energetically before it even manifests physically. It's like, this is a very difficult energy to explain, but I'm doing the best of my ability to explain it to where y'all can understand. So let's say, for instance, if you feel something that may be uncomfortable within the physical vessel when it comes to your intuition, the main reason why you're feeling these jolting sensations, like you may feel your stomach kind of tug at you like that, like a jolt, a heavy jolt, that your soul literally fighting off something that is trying to attack you spiritually, and you can feel your soul fighting within the physical vessel. There's something very significant about like a jolting feeling within the physical vessel when it comes to your intuition. This is your intuition defending yourself, but it's your soul that your intuition is able to give you messages from, because that's what intuition is. It's the connection to the soul. And that's the way that your soul speaks to you. You ever heard that saying, the inner voice? Some of you out there may not hear that, but if you really think about it, I want y'all to pay attention to this real quick. Y'all could say whatever y'all want out loud. Like if you want to say what's up, or if you want to say hello or hi or something, hello, etc. Try and say something out loud and tell me, how can I say this? There's a specific way I'm trying to define this energy here. Oh, that's what I want to say. Okay, excuse the hiccup there, y'all. You know how you would say hello out loud, right? Or you would say hey out loud? Or ask somebody how's their day going? Say that without saying it physically. And see what happens. We're going to go ahead and test that out. Do that for me. Whatever y'all want to say, like whatever word you want to say, don't say it physically, but say it through the mind. I'm going to give it a minute. That's what I'm talking about. How are you able to hear that, bro? Because you can't hear that with the physical ears. This would be clairaudience, which is linked to psychic hearing. Some of you have that gift. But believe it or not, a lot of people have that gift. A lot of people do. They just choose to ignore it. But there's a conflicting signal when it comes to this. I'm also being guided to get into a bit of details when it comes to between the mind and intuition, how to distinguish the difference between the mind and your intuition. Like, how do you know it's just you telling yourself things or whatever? Because it's something that you want to hear. That's the ego that's speaking. When it comes to intuition wouldn't be a second guessing. I'm trying my best to describe it to the best way as possible, to where y'all can understand what this really is. How you would be able to know that this is your inner voice, like what I just described a few minutes ago. How would you be able to hear that same voice? Is through a moment of stillness. Some of you may be able to activate this on demand, but it's better when it happens naturally, okay? And for some of you out there, this does happen naturally. It does. This will manifest as a peaceful feeling within the chest area too. I'm being guided to say that too. This would be peaceful intuition. And this is how you will know that this is a confirmation from your intuition, because that voice is only going to speak one time and it's going to go away, bro. It's not going to be distorted. It's not going to be none of that. But it is going to sound like it comes from you, but it's going to have like this echo and effect behind it, as if it's coming from a distance, but you know what you heard. That's your inner voice. I'm getting the chills just talking about that right now. The hair on my arms is starting to stand up because it's real. Which there is a difference. Just like I was saying before, there is a difference. I just want y'all to test that out when it comes to saying hello within the mind rather than saying it out physically. This is how I wanted to get y'all to see that you can indeed hear your inner voice without hearing something with the physical hearing, because you cannot hear that, bro, with the physical ears. Now, whenever I'm physically speaking, you see how you can hear that physically? But when you say hello or whatever you say in the mind, how can you hear that? It's like you know you can hear it, but you're not hearing it with the physical ears. That's the difference. But that right there is going to be the same voice that's going to come through. But you're going to know that your intuition, because it's not going to hesitate. It's not going to waste any time at coming through when necessary. It's going to come through one time, and that's going to be that, bro. You're going to have a full confirmation, and you may get a sensation within the chest area, the chest region, that it will manifest as a peaceful feeling, as I say, it's confirming something. Shortly after you hear your inner voice, that will be inner intuition, okay? Which would be linked to clairaudient hearing. That's your soul speaking to you. Some of you have the gift. It don't matter what anybody else out there has to say about it. It don't matter. Some of you out there may not even feel comfortable enough to express your spiritual side to people, because they may look at you as if you have a problem, or they may not understand you, and they may want to be too much judgmental or whatever. You're not around the right people, bro. You're not around the right people. Appreciate the gift that the Most High granted you, because it came from Him. Appreciate the gift to cherish that. You the real deal. And I'm going to tell you right now, this gift right here could get you a long ways. It could get you a long ways. You don't deserve to be disrespected and mistreated. Which that ain't how the real world works, bro, because they got some evil individuals out there. But this is what you call spirits that operate through the physical vessels. But through the physical vessels, it would be identified as evil beings, which would be evil people. You got evil people, you have good people. But you also have the evil and the good mixed together, because just like I said, you have the good and the bad side. Everybody's going to have a bad and a good side to them. But it's all within the balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the proper balance. You know what I'm saying? There I go. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny how I pronounce certain words. It just, whenever I hear myself say it, it makes me laugh. But anyways, let's go ahead and not get too awkward. Let's go ahead and just keep reading the cards here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you definitely have to have that balance between the good and the bad side. But I'm getting that, for some of you out there, I'm getting another message here that if this isn't nothing to do with, you remember what I was channeling in the beginning, something to do that's not one of your exes? I'm going to tell you right now, there's an individual somewheres that has feelings for you, that has been avoiding somebody else, that has been recently avoiding someone else and breaking free from them, because they know that this individual was enabling their toxicity. There was a lot of toxicity within this person, and it wasn't helping them better themselves. It was having them with a lack of accountability. And they're taking the blame for that. They're definitely taking the blame for that. But right now, they're kind of They're kind of on their own. They're kind of staying to themselves. They're not really, they may not be communicating with anybody, but they do want to communicate with you. Because this person, on a heartfelt level, like you have a way at pulling at this individual's heartstrings, is what I'm getting. But the way that this energy is right here, it's a natural type of way that this is happening. It's happening naturally. You're not there seeking sympathy from this individual or sitting there doing anything to try to emotionally manipulate them. There's something that's very natural about your energetic field of energy, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you present yourself as a person, automatically has this individual and this energy to where they feel like they need to express something to you, and you could literally be opening this individual's heart chakra. So for some of you out there, you could be opening someone's heart chakra. They, believe it or not, you are inspiring someone to see what real love is about. That Ten of Cups is the first card of the spread, but you are inspiring someone to see what real love is about. And some of you out there may not even see this individual as a lover, but I'm going to tell you right now, this person sees you as a lover. They're afraid of how powerful you really are because of the power that you carry within to break this type of negative energy off of them. You could have literally detached the demon from this individual on a spiritual level. That's how powerful you are. You could have literally broke a demon off this individual's aura, or there's some kind of way to where there's some type of negative energy leaving this individual. Someone could be doing a lot of crying with the Three of Swords energy. Someone could be going through a lot of pain right now. But this right here is a spiritual purge that's going on. Someone's purging spiritually. They're going through a spiritual cleansing at this time. And this could kind of be uncomfortable for this individual, but they know that this is for the best. And what I'm getting here, y'all, like, this is not going to resonate with everybody out there, but there's just a few people, or there may be 1 or 2 persons out there, or 1 or 2 to 3 people out there that this may resonate with. Now, not all of y'all are going to have an identical situation, okay? There may be bits and pieces of this message that may resonate, but other things, different things may be happening within some type of transformation that's happening right now. So y'all have to keep that in mind. Like not everybody's story or whatever this is here is going to be identically the same, okay? There is going to be some differences here. But for those that may resonate with this message, and you know for sure that you resonate with this message, you could end up in a long-term committed connection with one of these individuals that you have literally set them free from this type demon with the devil reverse. This demon ain't ever coming back to this person. Ever. Ever. And some people may question this, like this individual could have had problems with always attracting this person that you may end up with, that you may be ending up in a committed connection with, because we do have the Ten of Cups in the upright position. And this person that you may end up being with and having a long-term connection with, this could progress into a marriage, because the Ten of Cups is a marriage, okay? But this is going to happen over time. It's not going to be rushed. This is going to slowly progress into a happily ever after, okay, for some of you out there. But just like I said, this is not going to resonate with a lot of people. There's just a few individuals this message will resonate with, because someone is going to marry the love of their life with the Ten of Cups. Because of them being this person, being themselves, and having this gift. And it was divinely guided for this to happen. This is someone that knows a lot about you, believe it or not. Some of you out there, you could be spiritual, so some of you may be getting telepathic downloads. I'm getting something to do with a lot of telepathy. This give me the vibes of telepathic downloads, the Eight of Wands and the Temperance card. This give me the vibes of telepathic downloads. So some of you at this time could be receiving telepathic downloads, which would be spiritual downloads of this individual. You're definitely picking this individual's energy up very heavily. And it's in a genuine way with the Devil reverse, Temperance upright. This is a genuine thing. This is not toxic at all. If it was, then your spiritual side would immediately step in and protect you. And wouldn't allow the telepathic connection to even form from the get-go. Okay? So this individual is definitely communicating with you a lot through telepathy. That would be telepathy. Telepathy. It's basically like you're on the phone. Like, you know how you get on the phone with somebody? It's basically like you and this individual being on the phone, but on a spiritual level. You get it telephone, but you have telepathy. Telephone would be the physical way of communicating with someone, but on the spiritual level, they call it telepathy. So you definitely have a lot of telepathy with this individual, and it's genuine. That's the good part about it. So this is actually genuine. And you could be picking up a lot of sadness from them. With the Three of Swords energy, there could be a lot of sadness. You could be picking up a lot of grief. This person may feel bad at the fact that they betrayed you with someone that was toxic to them and abusive to them. Whoever this person has been with or whatever, or tried, like, these individuals are not going to be in a connection together. That's not their happily ever after. At all. And we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom right here. So someone definitely wants to collaborate with you. They feel like it would be the best decision to make to collaborate with you and to actually work with you through this connection. This person may want to work with you, and it's like they want to come to you for the answers. It's like this individual looks up to you. So this person definitely looks up to you. They definitely look up to you. Definitely. This could be someone at a bit of a distance with the Three of Wands. Don't have to be. The Three of Wands sometimes can represent travel. So some of you out there, this may be an adventurous type of individual. So they may love to travel or go on vacations. But I'm getting at this individual wants to be inspired by what really makes you happy. They're interested in that. What really makes you happy? They think it's pretty cool what you do when it comes to spending time out in nature. For some of you out there, they think this is pretty legit. It's like a breath of fresh air to them. It's like it's very refreshing to this individual. There's a lot of refreshing energy that's going on here. It's like a breath of fresh air, of purity. Like it's a purified type of energy that's very high vibrational. Very high vibrational. It's a balanced energy. It's a clean energy. And there's no toxicity there. There's no control either. And this person highly respects you, believe it or not, for you not being a controlling individual. So you're not a control freak. But at the same time, dominant. This is where the balance is here. So you're definitely being seen. It's like this energy right here is the perfect match for them. That's what I'm giving the Ten of Cups. It's the perfect, which there's no such thing as perfect, but the way that this individual views your energy, like the way that this connection may be forming, this is like the best match of high compatibility with the Ten of Cups. That's the maximum compatibility. Ten of Cups is the maximum compatibility. So you and this individual definitely have high compatibility between the both of y'all. For sure. For sure. There's definitely a lot of high compatibility here. So this person may want to go on, let's say, like they may want to explore like different things. Let's say if some of you out there are involved in meditation, some of you out there may be a healer. You may be a spiritual healer. You may go out there in the mid part of nature and do healing practices. Like you may meditate in the middle of a field somewheres or whatever. This person has a lot of interest in that, believe it or not. They're interested in that. They're definitely interested in that. And this person is avoiding someone that they no longer want to be in contact with the Eight of Wands, apparently. Just like I said, this is not your problem. I'm also being guided to tell some of you out there to... I wouldn't avoid a conversation with this person, but make sure this other individual that they may be avoiding or whatever, give it some time to where this individual could completely get out the energy. Okay? This is all about being responsible, and it's all about standing your ground, because just like I said, you could be a good spirited person, have boundaries, have boundaries. Make sure this other individual is completely out the energy, out the picture. And I'm getting that that's going to happen. That will happen. It will turn out that way. Now, I can't make any promises for some of y'all out there because just like I said, everybody's situation is different. And like I said before, I have a disclaimer in the description box below. This is just a current energy check, and I really cannot do predictions like that. But I'm just going based off what the energy I'm feeling off these cards here is. I'm getting that this will progress into something to where they avoid this individual all the way. And for some of you, this may be vice versa. You may want to avoid this individual because of them being involved in this betrayal. But it looks like to me that this individual feels bad for doing that. And they may want to speak to you and to clear the air. And actually work through things with you and be there by your side. So the choice is yours. So, okay, so I'm getting that it may be that way. So the choice is going to be up to you. You have that choice whether or not if you want to collaborate or not. But I'm getting this individual, it's like they feel bad. Like you pull at this individual's heartstrings.